Hello everyone, I'm Harpreet Kaur. If you want to get an insight of your data, what you can do? Are we going to check each and every row of your table? No. We have a solution for that. Before discussing that, I will show you some questions that you can come across during your interview time. So let's discuss those ones first and then we jump to the topic. So those are I divided into basic, intermediate and scenario based or some tricky question. If you have to let to know the difference between count asterisk and count column, what is that? How to avoid null during average function, then how to get a total salary paid to each department, and why might max salary not always give the highest paid salary. So let's discuss all these ones. But before that, what topic that help us to solve these queries? So we will discuss that topic. So that is a aggregate function in a SQL. So now what is aggregate functions? So aggregate functions perform a calculation on a set of values and return a single summarized value. Now what is set of summarized value? So we have one column, we apply, it give a one inside put from where we can come to know, okay, how much salary paid, how many students got the marks out of all the given marks, whatever we want to do, we can easily use. So we have a many functions that come under category of aggregate functions. The common ones here we have five: count function, then we have sum function, average, min, max. These are the most important one we use every time. But still we have a lot of mathematicals like to get a standard deviation, mean, deviations. We can use as those according to our requirement of the project. Okay. So count will return the number of row in our table. Sum, what is the sum of that column? Then next is the average of that particular column. The minimum value exists in that column, max value exists in a column. So where these functions are required. So often used with a group by clause. Till now in the previous DQL queries, we have just learned how we can get whole data using a select statement. That means we get each and every row. And at that time, we have not grouped that things. Okay. But when we want to group the things, then we use aggregate function. We will discuss group by in detail in the next video. Stay tuned with me and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Ignore null value except when we use a count asterisk symbol, that time it count the null. Otherwise, how we can ignore that one? So this is all about the aggregate function. Now jump into the coding part and see how we can implement. So here, what I did, I showed you earlier the concept of university database. So I already created all those tables that exist there. So you can see in the left hand side department table, then the faculty and the student. I created in the morning again, and you have to also do that. I will also give the commands how I did and what are the rows and columns just to show what is existing, the values under that. I will show you here. Select star from student. So when I execute, you can see we have four attributes: student ID, which I make a primary key here, name, department ID, and their marks. Similar, I have here select asterisk symbol from faculty. So in a faculty table, we have four attributes: faculty ID. Again, I made it a primary key, then name, then department ID, then salary. So when we have to perform aggregate functions, that means these are mathematical functions. We require some mathematical values in our table. Okay. So in case of a count, we want to count only how many rows in our table. We can use select as select then count function. If we want to check every value, then put an asterisk symbol from. So from student. So it will return how many rows in our table, how many records. So here we have none. So I told you the concept about of alias. So we are going to give a name of this column count. Here is only coming count in the output. You can check here. So I want to give total count. So when we want to assign some new name to our column, we use the concept of alias. So I use that one. So let's see what is the change now. So you can see now in the output, data output, you get the attribute name as a total count because we use the concept of alias here. So when we use as keyword, then the alias name. Now next is the sum of salaries. So we have salary in a faculty table as I showed earlier. Then I will use select spellings select, then function name is sum, then the column on which we are going to check this one. So the column name is salary there. If we want, we can give it a name as sum of salary. Now from table name is faculty. So let's execute this one. So here, okay, so I select something here. You can check the sum of salary because the total salary of all the employees is here. Similar, I want to check average salary. Select, for average we use AVG, then column name. So column name is salary here. If you want to give a nickname, that's okay. Otherwise, write from faculty. So we will get an average here. Now I want to check a minimum salary in the table. Select min function. Then again, on which column we want to apply, on salary, as min cell from table name is faculty. So here we can see the minimum salary of any employee is 60,000. So let's, the last function that we need to implement, select max function, column name is salary, as max salary from faculty. So let's select this one and execute. So maximum salary of any employee is 80,000. If you want to cross verify, let's check once the table. So if you check, we have a 5 rows here. The minimum salary 60,000 and maximum is 80,000. The same thing is returned by our aggregate function. So aggregate functions are very important when we want to do analysis of our data. So we mostly use this function during our data analysis concept. So you have to implement these one. If you want to implement mathematical functions related to aggregate one, you can also implement those ones. If you have any query, don't forget to tell me. And the most important, don't forget to subscribe our channel. And one thing is here, I just want to say, if you want to put a comment in PostgreSQL, use double dash 2 times so that you can put a comment. So I try to write here everything in a comment so that you can understand. For multiple comments, you can again use a backslash asterisk symbol, and then after completing the sentence, write that one again. Thank you so much, everyone. And stay tuned for the next group by clause, when we will do a grouping of department wise, and then we apply a condition on the basis of group. Earlier we did with a select on rows. Now we are going to implement that thing on the groups. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good one.